Hey, this is Andrew Brown. We're continuing on with Lambda. Just understand I'm not restarting my environment from the last video. I'm just continuing on. And so we had inline, local. And so I think what would be useful is it says zip local, but it's technically, now that we found out, it's basically inline local. I don't know, we'll leave it alone. But, I want to introduce an additional step, which is now we are going to still use zip. We're going to use the code URI in S3. So we could take our code and then throw it into S3. But we can also use the package step, which will do the same thing and put it into our bucket. So that's what I want to do. And we'll go ahead here and make a new folder, and we'll just say zip package. Okay, we'll bring over some of our files. And I'm just guessing that it will work as I'm not doing this every day, but I have enough confidence that we can figure this out here. So we bring it all over. Let's go into our bin directory. We'll change our deploy so that this is a bit more unique. So this will be zip package Lambda. If this is bothering you, I'll spell Lambda right for once. Okay, and we'll go into our function. Our function is fine. I'm going to just call this one zip package. And what we need to do is add another bin file here. We're going to call it file, and this will be a package step. Okay, and all it's really doing is it's just taking it and putting it into an S3 bucket for us as an intermediate step. There could be some additional things that are happening, but that's really all we want to utilize it for here today. So I'm going to go back over to my evaluators. Again, you don't have access to this repo. It's a private repo. And so there is a step that we can utilize to package our stuff. So we'll go ahead and paste this in here. And I'm just going to go and cd into the correct directory. And we'll just chmod this bin directory. All right, and we'll go over here. And I'll just take a look here. So this one is more complex because I was using this for multiple projects, but I just want to really simplify this. And we'll take out the period here, and we'll take this out. We'll say SAM config, and it'll check to see if that file is there. And so now we have AWS SAM build template and then AWS build package YAML, because we're saying in this step we want to tell it where to output to, right? And we're going to explicitly tell it to call it package YAML, which is what it would do anyway. So we have our config file, we have our template file, which is the default one here. And that's what it should be called is template. Cancel here. Yeah, so pretty straightforward. We have our S3 prefix. This is if we just want to change the folder. And this is actually a good idea because we want to use the same folder for everything, but we might have different projects, and it gets kind of messy if you don't use a prefix. So this will just be our zip package, Python. Okay. So that looks pretty good to me. The deploy step is different because now instead of using template here, we're using packaged. Packaged. I'm going to double check that, make sure I named it right. Yep, packaged. Paste it in there, packaged. Okay, great. So I think that's all we need here. Let's go ahead and give this a go. So we're going to go ahead and build this. Yeah, making sure we're in the right folder too. All right, so we have one little issue. Let's go take a look here. So it's saying template file not found, zip package template.yaml. Oh, you know what? We never copied it over. So we'll go ahead and copy this. And we'll paste this in here in the folder. Otherwise, it's not going to work, right? There we go. And so we'll give this another go. So built it. We'll look into our .aws SAM. And here it is, template.yaml, right? And then we'll go ahead and we'll continue on to our package. Here's complaining about the S3 bucket option missing. The reason why is because we have to update our SAM config. So this is for this step here. We'll have to do this and change this for the package step. Parameters, whoops, package, okay. And we'll try this again. Still have a slight little problem here. Well, hold on, it says successfully packaged the artifact and uploaded. Oh no, it worked fine. It's now suggesting us to do the deploy. So here you can see that it's specifying this whole path here, and that's kind of what we're doing in the next step, is we're just telling it to do that. Let's go ahead and now go ahead and deploy this. And there we go. We'll make our way over to CloudFormation. And we'll wait for that to create. All right, so that now has been created. We're going to go back over to Lambda here. And we'll go into here. We'll go ahead and create a test because this is a new project, so we'll have to do that. The only thing I wish I kind of changed was this part here. So we'll just say, oh, we did change it, zip package, okay. Well, except that it's it says zip package. Hold on here. Zip package. All right, I guess it's fine. I was wondering if we changed the name in our actual function here. Oh, zip inline. Okay, yeah, all right. So we did update that. I guess I just didn't remember. And so we'll go over to here and we'll create a new test. This will be first name, Andrew, last name, Brown, hello world. We'll go ahead and save this. And we'll go ahead and invoke it. Hopefully it works. We do get a response. That is great. So yeah, that's the example there. Let's go take a look at the S3 bucket that we have. And so you'll notice here we have a mess of templates. That was from our last one because we did not have a prefix. We'll go ahead and delete that. Right, it was just dumping them in there. But if we go back over to here, you'll notice now that if we go into here, oh, it's not really doing the prefix thing, is it? Oh, no, it is. Okay, it's right there. Yeah. Sorry, so now everything will be contained in there. So if we did multiple deploys, it'll make things a lot neater. So that package step is worth it, even though you don't necessarily need to have it. But you would need it once your file becomes a certain size, which we're not really demonstrating here, but there's a limit to which you'll hit. And you'll know because you'll be working with larger functions here, and that will become an issue, okay? But yeah, I mean, that was what we wanted to do in this one. So we'll go ahead and just delete this, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Ciao.